User stories are a really valuable tool for an agile delivery team to be working on problems because it grounds the team in thinking about that user's problem. And it's that conversation that the team should have to try and solve that problem. The value in user stories is in the storytelling. The value in user stories is in the collaboration, the communication that a team will have. The value in a user story is that understanding the problem that users are facing and how they might solve that. And the value of a user story is a team working together to come up with that solution. So user stories are that idea of we're trying to articulate a problem from a user point of view. And teams should remember, people should remember, it's meant to be a conversation starter. So the story should be written in a way that reflects the language of the user, that is actually understandable by the user as well. I should be able to take that story and put it in front of that user or that benefit or that service or whatever it is, and they will be able to understand what the problem is and what the outcome is. It's a story, but that format helps ground the story in a way that's understandable for the team. So it tells you about the user and what they're trying to do. It tells you about the goal that they're trying to achieve, and it tells you about the value that they will get if they achieve that goal. There is a really popular format for helping teams do this. So we say, as a user, some type of user, I want or I need something to happen so that I achieve some kind of value from that story. That format is a really popular format. The thing about user stories is it's different to a more traditional approach. In a traditional approach, you often have a number of written requirements, and those written requirements set out exactly what we're going to build. So the system will do X if this thing happens. The system will send out this letter if this other thing happens, and then we just build that. So it's very much focused on the features and functions. So user stories are about moving away from that traditional approach of written requirements and promoting that approach of having a conversation about the problem and then try to come up with the requirements that are going to solve that problem through that conversation.